Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. I'm glad you decided to join me tonight. It is, yes, Sunday, December 29, 2024. Just 2 days left till we say goodbye to 2024 and we are into 2025. Well, welcome everyone. The master topic for the week, in case you're wondering, which is going to take us all the way through Friday. This is basically series four. It's actually basically our show one, and it is episode number two. The reason that we are on series four and it's not the New Year is because half of the week is in the old year and half is in the new year. So I decided to just do it this way. This will have 52 weeks in the year. It'll balance out well. All right, everyone. So, from reflections to mastery, building momentum for a bold 2025. Great to have you here with me. I'll share with you our topic in just a moment. Maybe you want to go grab yourself something delicious from the kitchen, maybe some leftover snacks, maybe something healthy, maybe some fruit. Who knows? Why don't you go grab that and hurry on back? But I do want to share with you what our topic is for today, our granular topic. And that granular topic is a really good one. Bold visions for the 2025 new year. Series four. This is, yes, show one, episode number two. All right. So, welcome everyone to a brand new episode in show number one of series four. Inspiration for Your Life. I'm your host, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. I'm not only a podcast host, but a podcast coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and it is great to be with you again for another season. I'm so happy that we are able to celebrate. We are past 3 years. As 2025 rapidly approaches, this is the perfect moment to pause, to reflect, and plan a year that truly aligns with your dreams, your aspirations. Together, we're going to explore bold visions, okay? We are going to innovate strategies and actionable steps that will empower you to lead with clarity and purpose. This episode is your blueprint for turning those aspirations into achievements, embracing change and celebrating milestones along the way. Let's dive into the tools and the mindsets of the shifts you'll need to make 2025 your most transformative year ever. So I've got a lot to share with you, but before I do get into that, I want to share one really important thing. I think this is really a cool thing, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys know, but we have had quite a few people watching our show, and I'm sure that's just going to grow as we move into 2025. I mean, it's really great to put all this amazing content out. I'm really happy to be celebrating that we are on TikTok. Again, we're not going to mention that every show, but we have been on TikTok now for a week. And that will definitely, I'm sure, continue. And it's actually increased our views. So I'm really happy about that. So thank you so much, TikTok, for letting us be on your platform. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're wondering what we've got right now, I'm sure you're curious. And I'm going to let you know. So we have 1,211 episodes right now. That's a lot of shows. We have over 152,000 downloads. Just in the last couple days, we had 232 downloads. So pretty cool. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. We got so much to share with you as we head into this amazing 2025. But we have to do some things first, because if we don't, 2025 is just going to be like another year, right? First thing we have to do is we have to define our vision. Every great achievement starts with a clear and compelling vision. As we approach the new year, it's vital to define what success looks like for you in 2025. This isn't just about setting those promises, or people call them goals. It's about envisioning the life and career. It's about the impact you want to create in 2025. So we'll explore together how to articulate your vision with clarity and align it with your core values, and use it as a guiding light to navigate the months ahead. So let's make your vision so powerful that it drives every decision you make this year. A great way to do this is to close your eyes and to do something Neville Goddard said, which is pretty powerful. Imagine the wish fulfilled. So live your life as if it's already happened in your mind. This was a secret I learned to getting my first luxury car many years ago. And I got home and I literally was, sitting in my favorite chair, and I was, closing my eyes, turning on the engine, driving, doing all the things I would do before I, would start the engine, enjoying what it would like in the vehicle. Because I even took a test drive so I could reminisce what that was going to be like, what it sounded like, what the touches were like, any smells. That was really pretty cool. So envision the life of the wish already fulfilled. Okay. Number two, ladies and gentlemen, innovative strategies. The world is evolving, and so should your approach to challenges and opportunities. Innovative strategies are the key to staying ahead and thriving in a competitive landscape. Whether it's leveraging cutting edge technology, adopting new mythologies, or thinking outside the box. Um, this is the time we need to focus on actionable techniques to help you innovate and adapt as we move into 2025. So, just getting where you want to go doesn't happen by just, snapping your fingers. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately, gentlemen. Um, it doesn't just happen by you closing your eyes. But what closing your eyes does, and visualizing does, is it puts you in the right mindset. And when you're in the right mindset, then things naturally come into your world. Opportunities are always there every single day of your life. It's just that you will be more, you'll actually be aware of them, not more, you'll be aware of them. Because in the past, you get, oh, there was never any opportunities. If I said to you right now, and I've used this example many times, if you drive a car, I ask you what color car you drive. And so I drive a white car. Some people have a black car, red car, green car, whatever car you drive, right? Blue car. So if I ask you the question, are there a lot of that color cars on the road? And you probably will say to me, yes, there's more of that color car than any other car. Now, I would say to you, there's more white cars. Are we wrong? Not really, because see, our RAS, our reticular activating system, and I spoke about this many times from my very first show, which is now going to be, well, it's over 3 years, a little over 3 years ago. It's almost going to be over 4 years ago, but almost 3 years ago, because we're going into our fourth year. So over 3 years ago, we started. I will tell you that the RAS, the reticular activating system, basically focuses on what we put our attention on. Okay. And so if you're focusing on, let's say, black cars, whatever color car you're focusing on, you're going to see those cars. If you're focusing on success in your life, guess what you're going to see? You're going to see opportunities for you to be successful in your life. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but the truth of the matter is, it is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely the truth. So, how do you handle that? I think the best way to handle that is to understand that you are very, very powerful. You're very, very powerful. So if you're very, very powerful, then how is it that we can do that? Well, I think the reason we're able to do that is because we can understand what something means, right? And if we understand what something means, we're going to be able to go at it a lot faster, right? And so if we think about that, then hopefully you'll understand something a little bit more. You'll understand that you have more power than you think. You have more power than you think. All right, that's a pretty cool thing, right? You have more power than you think. So, if you have more power than you think, what does that really mean? Well, I think what it means is you as a person can make these big changes in your life. I mean, I'm talking about mondo changes. I'm not talking about, light changes. I'm talking about, major, major, major changes. So I think that's a pretty cool thing, if you ask me. And you might be saying, hey, John, I don't really get, like, how do I be that? Well, I think just being in that alignment with the universe will help you to recognize these opportunities. Number three, collective commitment. There is no greater success in ever achieving alone. Building a supportive community and fostering a sense of collective commitment is essential for long term growth. So, understanding how we can rally our teams together, whether that's friends, family, colleagues, that network that we put together, that community around a shared purpose creates a sense of unity and momentum as you work toward your passions, your promises, or some people call them goals. Collaborations and mutual accountability will be your secret weapon for making 2025 your most impactful year. So that's right. If you build a team, they'll empower you and you'll be able to get empowered by them. I think that's a pretty cool thing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, a really, really cool thing. So how does that work? It works because each motivates each other. Each motivates each other. That's a pretty cool thing, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely a pretty cool thing. So what does it mean to to motivate everyone else? It means that you're gonna feel pretty amazing. Okay, it's gonna mean that you have a lot of power, and the reason you have a lot of power is because of that dopamine, right? That great feeling that you feel inside. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't quite understand. They don't quite understand, what that means. And so, what would it mean to you? Does it mean something special to you? What does that mean? It means that you have a lot of power. You have a lot of power, ladies and gentlemen. And you have more power than you really give yourself credit for. All right. That's important. So, empowering change, number four. Change can be daunting. I know. Most people don't like change, they want everything to be just the way it is. But it's also where growth happens. Empowering yourself and others to embrace change is a critical step towards success in 2025. This point, hopefully, that we're diving into is so that you'll understand that you can foster a mindset that sees change as opportunities. I've said this before, not as a threat. You'll learn how to build resilience, adapt to unexpected circumstances, and inspire those around you to move forward with confidence. Now, I know that sounds hard, right? But you can do it. What does that really mean? I think what it means is that you have to realize that you have the power. Okay. You have the power. You really can do it. Okay. But it's hard for some people to realize this. Maybe they've had some, I don't know, some moments that were not the most pleasurable, and they're afraid, right? They have fear. What is fear? False evidence appearing real. So, what we put in our minds is what we get. Okay. I think what's important is how to do this, but it starts with a mindset. Does that make sense? I think a lot of people don't realize that they either kick themselves, in the foot, and other times they actually help themselves. But more often, they don't help themselves; they hurt themselves. And this is because a lot of people get stuck. And they get stuck in things they've seen around. So you learn how to build this resilience. You'll adapt to unexpected circumstances. You will become better the more you do this. Number 5, measuring impact. Setting the promises or goals is only the first step. Measuring your progress and impact is what ensures success. So, exploring techniques to track where you are at the moment, regardless of what you're doing. And then you might need to change something so that you actually have what you need, right? But it might sound crazy. It's not. I think the reason that you'll want to do this is because if you were to realize that you have more power than you think, you will be amazed. I mean, you'll really be amazed. But you have to understand that you've got to keep a pulse on your progress all the time. Whether you're losing weight, whether you're learning a new skill, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a financial goal, right? That's key. You maintain focus and you stay on track throughout the year. Now, not just throughout the year. This is why I tell people to set, like daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, quarterly goals, yearly goals. Okay. Write them down, type them down. And we're going to go through an exercise probably in a day or two before the new year to explain a little more about this, because I think it's really important that people know how to set these promises, or some people, like I said, call them goals. The reason I don't call them goals is because I think goals don't motivate people enough. And the reason they don't motivate people enough is for the one reason that if they miss it, they'll just do it again. And then that's a big, big problem. All right. That is a really, really big problem. Number 6, overcome those challenges. Every journey comes with its share of obstacles. We all know this. The key is learning how to navigate them without losing sight of your vision. Understanding that you can overcome both anticipated and unexpected challenges. From building emotional resilience to finding creative solutions, remembering every challenge that you overcome actually is a stepping stone toward a greater success and something you can celebrate. And something that will propel you forward. I think that's really, really cool. All right. Very, very cool. And so we have to embrace this, ladies and gentlemen. We have to embrace this. All right. And that stepping stone will really empower you. Number 7, sustainable growth. Growth isn't just about moving forward. It's about building a foundation that lasts. In 2025, focus on strategies that promote sustainable growth, whether that's scaling your business, deepening your personal development, or fostering long-term relationships. Understanding that you have to know where you want to go. You have to figure out what you're going to set your GPS to. If you don't set your GPS to something, well, you're just going to go nowhere, or you're going to go backwards. So you have to have a clear vision. If you get in the car and say, oh, gee, I want to go to this restaurant, but you never put that restaurant in the car, how's the car ever going to know? This is a big one. Celebrate milestones. Number 8, in the rush to achieve our passions, our promises and goals, we often forget to celebrate the wins. The wins will re-energize you to keep you motivated for the journey ahead. This is really key, ladies and gentlemen. They will help give you not only that recharge, but they're going to release the dopamine, which is going to naturally recharge you in a very unique way, what I like to call a natural high. So celebrate every single victory, no matter how small or how big, celebrate. Okay. Number 9, collaboration and inclusion. The future, ladies and gentlemen, is built by diverse voices and collaborative efforts. As you plan for 2025, consider how you can foster inclusion and work with others to create meaningful impact, whether it's within your team, community, or your industry. Collaboration and inclusion will not only strengthen your efforts, but amplify, your results. Number 10, the last point for tonight. It's not enough, ladies and gentlemen, to just dream. You must take the inspired action when you are given that nudge by yourself. This point is important because it'll challenge you to take the insights and the inspirations from the rest of what we talked about, so you can apply them directly to your life. Now, no one's going to do it for you. Okay. All these episodes that I produce, they're great nuggets that can help improve your life, but they're not going to do it for you. If you don't want to improve your life, it's not going to happen. Okay. Whether it's drafting a vision board, reaching out to another mentor, myself or someone else, or setting a concrete plan set for the first quarter of 2025, your journey starts right now before the year starts. If you fail to plan, you have planned to fail. Let me say that again. If you have failed to plan, you have planned to fail. So make sure you plan for success. The journey starts now. So turn your intentions into action and make this year count and be your most rewarding year ever. I say this to you, ladies and gentlemen, because if you don't do that, it's going to be like, just another year. Now, maybe you had a great year and I'm sure it was wonderful, but maybe you didn't achieve everything you wanted. Maybe, right? And so you want this year to be different. And so today is the 29th, okay? You've got tomorrow, which is Monday, and you got Tuesday. Don't wait to the last moment. We're going to go over soon how to write your own plan, how to take your temperature is what I like to say. When you take your temperature often, you know exactly where you are and you know how you can course correct. How many of you have been in a car with a GPS, whether it's your own or someone else's, right? And always automatically the car says something like, recalculating route, or in half a mile, make the first right onto Furler Street. Then you miss it, just like, please make a legal U-turn, or at the next, recalculate, at the next light, make your first right, then your first left, then make a legal U-turn, or something like that, right? So if we don't know where we want to go, the ship or the car or the bus or the plane or our lives are never going to know where to go. I get a lot of people that tune into this program for 5 or 10 minutes. And I admire people for doing that. But I want to tell you that 5 minutes is not going to change your life. I think some people get fearful because I give you things that you may not want to hear, things that you're going to have to do if you want to change your life. If you're happy with the way your life's going, great. You don't need to listen to me. But if you want a better life, like I always want a better life, and you want to improve it, because we always can be better, and you got to make that decision, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to make the decision to be the best you can be. And it starts with a plan. Does a football team go out on the field without a game plan? No. Does a baseball team go out without a plan? No. Basketball team or any team? No, they don't. Does a builder come out to build a house without a plan from the architect? No. So all these people in life have plans. So my question is, why don't you have a plan? You might say, well, gee, John, I've wung it, so many times all these years, and I figure I'm just going to keep doing it. Well, I'm going to ask you a question, and don't be take this by offense, but are you where you want to be right now? Now, I'm not here to knock you, but I'm just saying, are you where you want to be? And if the answer is yes, then great. But if the answer is no, or if you don't want to improve your life, then you don't need to watch any more of this. But if you want to improve your life, you want to change your life, you want to make it better, which I know everyone I speak to always wants to make their life better, including myself. I have a great life, but I always can make it better. If you understand that and you know that you've got to be accountable for these things, you can't hold other people responsible for your life. So if you're not where you want to go, then change it, right? Change your plan. Change the direction of where you want to go in your life. And that will make a big, big difference, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's going to make a huge, huge difference. I'm talking about really, really huge. So if it's that huge, then how can this be what you want? Well, because you've already done things in the past, and let's face it, you're not where you want to be today. I'm not here to put you down, but I'm here to say that you need to change, right? If you have the GPS system and you don't follow where you're going, well, why do you even listen to the GPS, right? The whole idea of the GPS is to get you somewhere you don't know how to get to. So if you know you want to get somewhere in your life and you don't set a plan to get there, you don't figure out if you're falling off that plan, then how do you know how to readjust? Okay? Don't expect people around you to do it for you. Because I got news for you, gentlemen, they're not going to do it for you. They're not going to do it for you. People are so busy in their own life that they're trying to figure out what they're doing. So you need to figure out what you want in your life. You need to figure out where it is. You don't actually have to know how to get it, but you need to figure out what you want. And as you are more aligned with the universe and the energies, guess what's going to happen? You're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, that you are, yes, that you are actually more driven toward these things. All right. You're more driven toward these things. And I think that's something that is very, very, very powerful. You know, I know when we think about the end of the year, it's like everyone writes something down or, they want to go to the gym or something like that. But then they really don't follow through after the first 3 or 4 weeks. Why? Because they're doing that plan for nothing other than something to please themselves, but they're really not looking to get the best out of it. You know what I mean? The reason they don't want to get the best out of it is because they just figure that it'll happen by itself. It will not happen by itself. Let me be very truthful with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's always such a privilege, a pleasure, an honor to be with you guys, whether it's day, whether it's night, whether it's evening, here on Inspirations for Your Life, and very happy to be celebrating our 3rd year very soon as we just start to peak the crest of going into our 4th series. I couldn't be happier. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll catch you soon.